Melissa, your neighborhood realtor. I am here today with Alanna Duffy, who is the owner of Alanna's Professional Pet Care. And she's probably most well known as the dog walker in town who walks a giant pack of dogs, and they are incredibly well behaved. And everyone wonders how she could possibly do it. So we're here today to learn a little bit of the behind the scenes magic and maybe get some tips and tricks. So thanks for meeting with me.
Thanks so much for having me, Brooke.
So why don't we start off by just learning a little bit about you. You know, where do you live? And obviously you have some dogs of your own.
Yes.
What's your background?
So I grew up in Cranford, and a couple years back I bought a house in Kenilworth, but most of my work is still based out of Cranford, so I'm sure everyone has seen me along Orange Ave and Unami Park,
Right.
which is where we're hanging out now.
Yeah.
So these are my two dogs. This is Darla. She's one of my rescues from Jersey City, and this is Trixie. She's from American Lab Rescue. She was actually fostered here in Cranford for quite some time before I got her.
Aww. And how long have you been dog walking?
I started 13 years ago, and I've had my business for just shy of 10.
Wow. So now, do you do any other services other than dog walking?
I do daily dog walks
Okay.
with mostly packs, and
Okay.
then I have my occasional cat clients where I just go in and do the basic
Got
routine
it.
care there.
Got it. So tell us about the pack. How does that get started? Do the dogs have to be kind of trained before they get into the pack?
Yes. So I used to work with a company, Behavior Plus, out of Bergen County. They're fantastic if anyone needs help with basic training.
Okay.
So I did the basic training with them, and I started going out on my own and applying the rules that I learned from there to my own business, and that allowed me to set rules and boundaries with other dogs on leash and build up their confidence to share space. And from there, I kind of used Darla as my model, and she's such a great girl. She led the pack, and we work with each dog individually before they come in, and yeah, it's just a matter of setting the boundaries, building their confidence, and making them feel comfortable working around the other dogs.
So do you walk the same pack every day?
For the most part.
Okay.
Some days there's a few wild cards thrown in there, but for the most part it's the same dogs every day.
Cool. Now, are there any tips and tricks you want to tell the community?
Sure, there's a lot actually. A tired dog is a good dog, so getting out there and exercising is really important. Even if it's not the best walk in that you're being pulled around a little bit, you have to drain the energy first before you can focus on basic training. So I recommend using a slip lead, which is something like this to start. So it's one contiguous loop.
Look, we're testing Darla's skills now. There's a dog walking by, and she's just sitting here like a good girl.
It's one contiguous loop with a little leather stopper here, and it fits on the dog's neck as high as it can go.
Oh.
You secure with the leather tab, and this is the point on the leash that's going to give you the most control. If you're walking with a harness or a lead that sits down near the chest, the point of the chest, then you're actually in the pull zone. So the dog is just going to pull you around town.
Interesting.
So if I pull straight up on the leash and hold the pressure, that's an automatic sit.
I love that. So do you use those with all of the dogs pretty much?
Yes, a few are in prong collars because they're more intense or there's impulsivity there, but this is the basic leash that will be acceptable for 90% of the dogs that I
That's
want.
great advice.
Yep. And Cherrybrook sells these over in Garwood.
Yep.
Cherrybrook's also a fantastic store for food and high quality treats. Diet is another big part of it. If you have a poor diet, you're going to have a poorly behaved dog. So,
yeah, makes sense. Same thing for humans.
yeah, that gut-brain connection applies to every animal. So fresh food is always better than just the processed dry food. So I'm a big advocate for fresh feeding instead of just dry kibble all day long. It's like eating Cheerios at every meal. Can't be that exciting day in and day out.
Good point. Do you cook your food for the dogs? Or?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
She is on cooked food, and she gets cooked in the morning and raw at night. Raw is a whole nother thing. You have to do your research about it. You have to feel comfortable with doing it, and you have to find a really reliable purveyor to source from.
Right. Because that can be, a safety issue.
Especially for you as the handler.
Got it.
And if you have kids, then that's even more confusing.
Anything else you want the community to know?
I say, if you get a dog, take it as a responsibility onto yourself and a commitment to them to go out and get them exercised. The walk does not have to be perfect. You have to start somewhere. It's such a great way to bond with your pet. And it also helps you build confidence. You get a reactive dog that has some minor issues, you work with a trainer, and then suddenly you're walking through the park and your dog ignores everything. And that's a really wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
So training is a fantastic way to bond with your dog, teaching them little tricks, how to give paw, how to roll over. It breaks them down mentally, it tires them out, and you walk away with a big feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, neighbors, I'm sure you will see Alanna in the area. Give her a little wave. You know, I'm sure the dogs will not even run to you because they're so well behaved.
Say hi to Darla. Usually everyone says hi to Darla, not me. I'm just the human that holds the leash.
Well, thanks so much for meeting. Appreciate the tips and getting to know you a little bit better.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Bye, guys.